Okay. Hello, SK.
So,
How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
So we're here today to speak about Mr. Rich Gang Boy. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. I'll be doing Genius for you, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
How many songs have you released so far?
I've released 4 songs. For Better or Worse 1, in the beginning, which was my worst song ever, I'll admit that. For Better or Worse 2, and Mr. Rich Gang Boy.
And out of all these songs, what has been your inspiration to start music as a St. Charles College boy?
Well, basically, my inspiration, I sort of think of it as a stimulation, and I'm stimulated by the truth, to tell the truth and my version of the truth. As there were so many scenarios throughout my life, not just in school, but throughout my life, where I wasn't allowed to tell my version of the truth because there were so many sides to someone else's truth. So I see music as something that I use to tell my own story, to tell my story. That's why I say I'm the rich gang boy, let me explain, because even though you see everything that I have, you don't really see who I am. So you need to let me explain my story.
Okay, so I see it. So it's like an expression for you, a way to express your feelings and emotions.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the way I see music. I don't only see it as a way to make money, even though I want to make money out of my gifts or talents, if you want to say that. But I would rather let someone else tell me that. I also see it as a way to express myself, to tell my story, and to let people be inspired by my story and make their own story out of it. The way I write my songs, I write it in my point of view, my perspective of the truth. So that's my inspiration. That's what has inspired me to write all of my songs.
Okay, that's very unique. So you use it as an expression of your emotions and feelings.
Yes, it's sort of like I can express myself, write down exactly what I'm feeling at the moment, the past, the present, the future, what I felt in the past, what I'm feeling at the moment, and what I want, what I desire of my future, how exactly the way I want to shape it. That's what I write down onto my songs. I say that you are not the god of anything but your fears and limitations.
Yeah, that's a very interesting perspective. Now, I'm sure the audience would love to know more about Mr. Rich Gang Boy and the meaning of the lyrics. So, can you start us off with that?
Alright, chorus as usual. Alright, the day started sunny, I came with the money because of my honey, it started to rain. The hands in my way, they've been looking so hard, but I'm only as cold as the ice on my chain. I could fly to the city to jet like a milli and forget I watched from Spain. I got Adidas and Nikes and Converse and Vans, the rich guy would let me explain. So basically, when I was writing this verse, I was thinking about the way I started off. I started off this career with zero money because we were in the COVID era and I still don't have enough money to start off properly. So I said that if the day starts sunny and I come with the money, I'm just going to have more problems than what I actually began with, because if I didn't have money and I'm doing off well, then why would money stimulate my success? I really don't need money to have my success. The hands in my way, they've been looking so hard, but I'm only as cold as the ice on my chain. Basically saying that I don't focus on all these petty things such as money, women, influence from drugs and peer pressure. I just need to focus on I just need to focus on the prize at the time that I have, the prize that I want, which is success, undoubtable and absolute success within my own vision. And basically, everything that I have it's just what you see, but it's not really me. I only express myself in my songs. That's the only piece of me that you're getting. That's why I say that I got Adidas with Nikes and Converse and Vans, the rich guy, but let me explain. Because you'll see all of those materialistic things, the Adidas, the Nikes, the Converse, and the Vans, but you won't really see what is in my soul until I tell it and open my soul to you.
Wow. Let's track back a bit to Mr. Rich Gang Boy. So you're saying how you started this music career with no money.
Yeah.
Would you like to say that you're trying to inspire all the younger people that also don't have that much money to begin with music?
I try to inspire people with everything that I do. That's my point of living. If I can't do that, then there's no point in my life. So basically, yes, I try to inspire everyone with everything that I do. All the people, all the broke people, all the rich people, all the humble people, all the bragging people. I try to inspire all those groups of people.
Okay, thank you. I think we can go on to the next part of the song.
So the next verse was verse 1, and that one was my favorite verse because I say that I got in the game, I attract all the mass. My flow be like fire, we're permanent ash. We run in the dash, we fill up the stash. I want number one is if I am the flash. I'm like a volcano, I blow him up. I blow all the hate that they wish on us. Water dripping at the ass of my chain. I'm moving so fast that I made my own lane. I hear Billie Eilish be calling my name, so think about this before you go insane. I'm only the best cause I plan in my brain. I say what I want cause I am not to blame. So basically, that verse is basically saying that whatever I do, it attracts a lot of attention, whether it's hate or love or envy. It always attracts attention. And I say that I hear Billie Eilish be calling my name because like she is one of the most influential musicians at this point. No auto-tune, no editing whatsoever. She is very influential. She is what every artist strives for, that peak of perfection without any compliments. Can you say compliments? Yeah, without any compliments, just the compliment of her soul, the way she does things. And she's very original, very authentic. I admire her. That's why I say that one day I hope that I can attract the world's attention, even though I'm already in the game and I've attracted so much hate throughout everything that I've done.
Okay, so you mentioned Billie Eilish and you were speaking how high she is, like that's the goal of perfection, right? And you mentioned no auto-tune. So what is your thoughts on like auto-tune and that? Because do you use auto-tune?
I really don't believe in auto-tune. I'll admit, I do use editing, but not hard editing. I don't like edit myself to the point where I'm unfamiliar to myself. I don't edit myself that if I had to look into a mirror of my voice that I would see someone who I don't even recognize. I wouldn't edit myself that far. What I do is that, while I'm not familiar with the concept, but what I've noticed my producers doing is that they would equalize the audio so that they bring out each section of my voice but cut out all the background, because where I record there's a lot of ventilation, there's a lot of buzzing sounds, so I think that's what they do. Maybe I don't know, maybe they are doing some hard editing, but it seems very familiar to me because I'm the one who made the song. I rehearsed it, I performed it, and it sounds all the same. So I don't know if I do hard editing or not. Basically, it's what my producers make out of the song, and I go through the end results instead of the process. The process of that I have gone through is actually recording the song, writing the lyrics, writing it from my own story.
Thank you for that answer. Speaking of idols such as Billie Eilish, could you name a few more of your idols?
I really admire the Migos, Quavo, Takeoff, Offset. Best legends out there. One of the best groups out there. I admire Eminem, despite all of his mental issues, but there's no way to actually medically prove that because he seems pretty sane in my perspective. He seems pretty sane. He really writes down the truth and his version of the truth, and I'm really inspired by that. Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset, I admire them because they grew up in a tough neighborhood, a tough background. They are literally like the dog on Offset's cover. You know that one, Without Warning? Or is it Final Warning? Without Warning. Without Warning, that was like one of his best albums. Father of Four, I enjoyed that. Ancho Quavo, I didn't really enjoy that because it was just about bragging and lifestyle, and he really didn't get as much from Quavo Hancho, but he got a lot from Culture 1, Culture 2, and Culture 3. I really enjoyed the Culture trilogy. It really highlights their life story. Those are my idols.
Okay, yeah, that's a great answer. Thanks. We can go on to the next part of the song.
So that was the first verse, and the second verse is quite similar but quite different in its own unique way. It goes, the first one was bad, so I can be better. For better or worse, then I wrote up a letter. You wanna pull up with a chest of Berettas. I don't need a Glock, I'm scared, I do better. Look so attached like you dug us some treasure. Flexing too hard like a peacock with feathers. I'm hot and I'm cold like a switch of the weather. You mess up with me, now you under the weather. I'm in the bridge, can we do it together? In it together, the pain or whatever. I'm rocking Vuitton with that fresh leather. My buzz be on fire, could do this forever. So basically what I say inside that verse is that I'm commenting on the first time that I made Mr. Rich Game Boy, and as many people in my current school know, that one didn't really go well because I was trying to use a style that really wasn't a part of me, spiritually, mentally, physically. It wasn't a part of me. It didn't suit me at all, and trying to adapt to that style was really not the way to go, and yeah, I failed at that. And then I said for better or worse because it had to get better eventually. So then yeah, it was just my own unique way of wordplay. And then I say I don't need a Glock because I could do better. Yeah, basically saying that using a weapon, this is figurative language in my case, basically using a weapon to fight your battles will not get you anything in life, and basically with your own humanity you should be able to do better with the humanity that you have been given by God. So that's what I say. I'm in a rich gang, we do it together. I say rich gang because like it's not rich, it's not money rich. I feel rich because of the people who are surrounded by me, who I'm surrounded by, the people with the unique human qualities. That's how I feel rich, because I love them, they love me, they're my family. The people, my team, they're my family, my brothers and sisters, my mother and father, they are my family, and that's how I feel rich.
Okay, you've spoken a lot about haters, but now you've also told us about your close ones, the people you love. Obviously with hate, a lot of younger people that are also trying to do the same thing as you, what advice could you give to them about haters, and how do you
You just have to love your life. You have to be in love with your life so much that no matter what anyone says, it's just like that high-pitched tone that you hear when you can't hear anything. Yeah, it's just one of those. Because the more you love your life, the more you learn that no one can take away your gifts, no one can take away your talents. You thrive off it. It's your baby, you cherish it.
Okay, yeah, we can go on to the next part.
Alright, so it basically is, I'm the rich game boy, so let me explain. The king of some side, so long my brain. I'm not on drugs, but I'm going insane. I'm living it up, but I also feel pain. I gotta work hard, so no time to play. I want all the cash, I want it today. Big man things that we put on display. They're laughing at how I did all this my way. She stayed for the night and came for the day. She told me that she hopes I'm okay. I'll go be the best, you know what I say? All this in the words of his K. So basically what I say there is that I'm the rich game boy, so let me explain. I had to put emphasis on that again because no one will ever get it. No one will ever, like I said in the previous verse, no one will cherish my dream, my ambitions like my baby. Even though I don't have a child, I know what it feels like because I'm holding my dreams as if I'm holding my entire life. Everything that I poured into it. I say the king of some side because like I want to be the president. There's no doubt about that. I don't care what people are saying that they're going to be the first musician who is the president. There were so many musicians. One of the American presidents were a musician, and he's one of the founding fathers. He's one of the founding fathers of America, and he was a president. I don't remember his name. I heard it from someone, so you can't really trust my word at this point. But yeah, that's basically what I want to do. I'm going to be the president. I'm going to save Zimbabwe from all the poverty, from all the meltdown that it's going through. I'm the rich game boy, so let me explain. Yeah, that always takes the cake for me. I need to explain my story. She stayed for the night and came for the day. Is that basically people get mistaken with this line. I know you probably got it mistaken with this line if I'm not sure. But yeah, it's basically in reference to the one person who I'm thankful for, my heavenly mother, my mother. My mother who will always be there for me, who was always there for me. My entire family who will always be there for me and who was always there for me. My mother, she always helps me. She always tells me that it's going to be okay. She always tells me that I'm going to be the best no matter what anyone says, and that all I need to do is just put in my life and dedicate my life and my soul into what I do. If I can't do that, then what's the point of living? What's the point of loving what I do? Then I don't really love what I do if I don't do that. So I just took those lines from my mom because she didn't literally say that, but that's what she was implying. That's what she was saying. And that's the whole point. To live my life according to the way that my mom described it.
Okay, thanks, SK. That was a beautiful answer there about your mother. So obviously there's a lot of people in your life that you have great affection for and love for. Who else would you like to just give a shout out real quick for the video?
I would like to thank Miss Dedoit, Miss Marianne Dedoit, my maths teacher in grade 6, 7. I can't really say 5, but she was the moderator of my exam paper. So my maths teacher in grade 6 and 7, she really believed in me. I would like to thank Miss Monika. These guys are all at Assumption. I'd basically like to thank a lot of teachers at Assumption Convent. Not every teacher, but a lot of teachers. Yeah, and I'd like to thank Mr. Van Black for giving me a chance to be a part of this school, for giving me a chance to actually express my musical side. I'd like to thank Miss Webinar and Miss Scotland for being in my life of music and being the ones to inspire me to continue pushing. Miss Webinar once told me that all it takes is strength. The strength that you put in is the strength that you will take out.
Okay, thanks. Can we go on to the next part of the song?
Alright, so I go be the best, you know what I say, or this is the best of the words of K. I want to make hits and do it again and again and again and again. Want to make brands, I want to make trends, I want to share all of my money with friends. I go make $1 and make it infinity, make my own bars and that's my ability. Make it look fire and that's my proclivity, doing it without a lack of tenacity. The haters that fights but they cannot handle me. Got my whole gang by my side to loyalty. I got my bae or she wants some ice. Got a VVS, I say she looks nice. We pull up together like sugar and spice. My boss make me feel like I'm an SK the wise. So what I say in that is that I will be the best. And that's what I always say. That I will be the best no matter what anyone says. And it's all in my words, no matter what anyone else says. So, and since they're all part of my story, I have to write about the truth. Otherwise, I'm just inspiring people with lies, and inspiring people with lies just leads them into danger. It leads them into a path that they won't really love. They won't love about themselves because they are living in a life that is a lie. If I have to tell a story, I prefer telling a story that is true instead of a story that is fake. That's why I don't enjoy fairy tales as much as I enjoy the author's work. It's lies. They haven't even proven it to be true. I get that it's a part of their imagination and they're trying to build like this human being of a child that is so sweet and lovable, but that's just not the way to go. It builds a person that is corrupted. You see, it builds a person that is corrupted in their mind, their spirit, their body, and I don't really enjoy that. That's why I say I go be the best, you know what I say, or this is the best of the words of K. Because that's what I want to do. I want to share all of my money with my friends and my family. That's what I want to do. Because they're the ones who helped me to get into a position where I can actually be confident, walk with confidence, even though I was always confident in myself, and I'm confident, and I also have a side to be humble because I don't like walk around telling everyone everything about me. I don't walk around telling people how strong I am or how fast I am, even though I'm not fast or strong. I'm just making an example. I don't go around bragging about myself. I just have this level of confidence that if I know that I can do something, I'll say that I can do it. If something bad happens in that moment, it's fine. You can mock me saying that you said that you know how to do it, but I know myself. I know how to do certain things. I don't know how to do certain things. I can learn. Just like I can't dance, but if you teach me, you can give me a chance to dance for you. So yeah, it's just as simple as that, and that's how I carry myself with this level of confidence that will build me and raise me into a new era. It will help me raise the new era, welcome people to the stage, you see, and yeah, help people.
Okay, thanks for that. Speaking of a new era, obviously from now you're in a good position. You're starting to release more music, and you have an album on the way, I believe. So how would you plan to improve on your overall performance and like get to somewhere greater than you are right now?
I admit that I have to improve drastically. I struggle with a lot of issues. Writing seems to be very easy to me. Switching up the flow hasn't always been the way to go for me. So every time I would rap, I would do the new style of rap, and just rap it like that and do everything like that. But like, I also have a unique rap style that I innovated that helps me tell my story much more easier, and it's even better than the new rap style that I don't know who in the generation created it, but it was created and everyone started to do that because it's so good. I will give you an example if you want to hear.
Yeah, sure, let's hear.
Okay, so I go be the best cause nothing less could ever defeat me. I set the bar and reached the start till it's infinity. I switch the flow, that's how I go, know with my ABC. Then I'm the headlines, the breaking news so naturally. Before I cry and die and in the sky, I wanna make it big cause I've been grinding since I was a little jet in the sea. Cause of my ambition, I change reality. And everybody wanna be like me like SKD. So that rap style, it's basically a rhyme and another rhyme and then a different rhyme compared to those rhymes. And then that's how I end up. So it goes ta 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 ta. So it's all the rap styles that I choose, they require me to be to have a large and expanded vocabulary. So they require me to be quite strong with my words, and it requires me to also be fit because you know when you make a song, you need to make sure that it's performance ready before you release it. Because then other people are going to ask you to perform it one day, just like how I did Mr. Rich Guy Boy. I performed it a couple of Tuesdays ago, on a Tuesday, and it requires you to be performance fit towards your song, so that you can like switch it up compared to the way that people listened to it. That's why you always go to a performance, you hear people singing their song in a different way compared to the way they sang it inside the song that they recorded and released. So yeah, it requires me to be fit. That's why I also have to do a workout. I do a workout every day. Sometimes I'll make the workout a bit lighter just so that I can call it rest. But like, I have to work out every day. It's just the way that I am.
Okay, wow, thanks for that. Hey, SK, I'm sure everyone's going to be inspired of what you've had to say and they know a bit more about your music and yourself. So thanks for that.
Thank you. And thank you for having me here. Thank you for being the one to interview me. This was very cool.
Yeah, thanks for that, SK. It's been an honor meeting you and knowing more about yourself. So thanks for that.
Thank you very much.